Have you ever stopped to think about the incredible friendships that can blossom in the most unexpected places? I mean, really think about it. Picture this: a dog, a cat, a bird, and a mouse. Four animals that, in the wild, might never even cross paths, let alone form a bond. Yet, when you look at some of the heartwarming videos circulating on social media, you can't help but be captivated by the astonishing camaraderie that unfolds. It's a reminder that friendship knows no bounds, and in the animal kingdom, the rules of nature can be rewritten in the most delightful ways. Let's start with the dog. Dogs are often seen as the ultimate companions. They're loyal, playful, and let's face it, they just want to be your best friend. But when you throw a cat into the mix, well, that's where things get interesting. Cats and dogs have been stereotypically pitted against each other for ages. The classic image of a dog chasing a cat is ingrained in our minds. But in these videos, we see a different narrative unfold. There's something so enchanting about watching a dog and a cat snuggle together, sharing a sunny spot on the floor, or playfully batting at each other. It's like they've decided to ignore the age-old rivalry and embrace a friendship that defies expectations. Then there's the bird. Birds, especially parakeets or cockatiels, are often seen as these delicate little creatures that flit around their cages, singing sweet songs. But when you see a bird interacting with a dog or a cat, it's a whole new world. Imagine a tiny parakeet perched on a dog's nose, chirping away as if it's the most natural thing in the world. There's a sense of joy and freedom in those moments. The dog, with its big, goofy personality, seems to understand that this little feathered friend is not a threat but a companion. It's a beautiful reminder that size and species don't determine friendship. It's all about connection and mutual respect. And let's not forget about the mouse. The little mouse often gets a bad rap, doesn't it? They're usually seen as pests, scurrying around and causing mischief. But in these heartwarming videos, mice are often portrayed in a completely different light. Imagine a mouse sharing a meal with a cat, both of them sitting side by side, completely at ease in each other's presence. It's almost surreal. The mouse, with its tiny stature, doesn't seem to mind the cat's larger size. It's as if they've formed a pact, a silent understanding that transcends their natural instincts. It's a moment that makes you reflect on the power of friendship to overcome fear and prejudice. Now, let's take a moment to consider what these friendships teach us. They show us that love and companionship can flourish in the most unlikely circumstances. It's a powerful lesson in acceptance and understanding. In a world that often feels divided, whether by species, background, or beliefs, these animal friendships remind us that we can find common ground, no matter how different we may seem. It's a call to embrace diversity and celebrate the unique bonds that form between us, even when the odds are stacked against us. And think about the joy these friendships bring. There's something inherently uplifting about watching these animals interact. Their playful antics, the way they groom each other, or simply lie together, radiate happiness. It's contagious. You can't help but smile when you see a dog and a cat sharing a toy, or a bird and a mouse playing tag. These moments serve as a reminder to cherish the friendships in our own lives, to nurture those connections that bring us joy and laughter. But let's dive a little deeper. What does science say about these interspecies friendships? Surprisingly, there's a growing body of research that suggests animals are capable of forming bonds across species lines. Studies have shown that animals can recognize and respond to the emotions of other species. For instance, dogs have been found to have a remarkable ability to read human emotions, responding with empathy to their owner's feelings. This emotional intelligence extends to their interactions with other animals as well. When a dog sees a cat in distress, it may instinctively approach to offer comfort. This is not just instinct, it's an emotional connection. Moreover, these friendships can have significant benefits for the animals involved. For example, a dog and a cat living together can help each other overcome anxiety and loneliness. They provide companionship, which can lead to a happier, healthier life. In the wild, animals often rely on their social structures for survival. In a domestic setting, These interspecies friendships can mimic that sense of community and belonging, providing emotional support that is vital for their well-being. Now, let's talk about the practical side of fostering these friendships. If you're a pet owner, you might be wondering how to encourage such bonds between your pets. The first step is introducing them slowly and carefully. It's essential to create a safe environment where they can get to know each other without feeling threatened. Supervised interactions are key. Allow them to sniff each other out, but don't force them into close contact until they're comfortable. Patience is crucial. Just like any friendship, it takes time to build trust. Another important aspect is understanding their body language. Animals communicate in ways that are often subtle but incredibly telling. A wagging tail doesn't always mean happiness. It can also indicate excitement or even anxiety. Similarly, a cat's flattened ears or a bird's puffed-up feathers can signal discomfort. By paying attention to these cues, you can help facilitate positive interactions and prevent any potential conflicts. You might also consider creating shared spaces for your pets. A cozy corner with a blanket or a shared toy can encourage them to interact in a non-threatening way. It's all about creating opportunities for them to bond. And don't forget to celebrate their milestones. When you see them playing together or cuddling up, take a moment to appreciate the beauty of their friendship. It's these little victories that remind us of the magic of connection. Now, let's shift gears a bit. Why do you think these videos of unlikely friendships resonate so deeply with us? Perhaps it's because they tap into our innate desire for connection. In a world that can often feel isolating, seeing these animals come together gives us hope. It's a reminder that we're not alone in our quest for companionship. We all crave connection, and these heartwarming moments serve as a reflection of our own experiences. Moreover, these stories challenge our perceptions. They encourage us to question the stereotypes we hold about others, whether they're based on appearance, background, or even species. It's a call to look beyond the surface and recognize the potential for friendship in every interaction. It's a beautiful lesson in empathy, reminding us that we all have more in common than we might think. And let's not forget the sheer entertainment value of these videos. Who doesn't love a good laugh? Watching a dog and a cat engage in a playful tussle, or a bird swoop down to steal food from a mouse, can bring a smile to anyone's face. These moments of joy are a much-needed escape from the stresses of everyday life. They remind us to embrace our playful side and not take things too seriously. Laughter, after all, is one of the best forms of connection. As we navigate through life, it's easy to get caught up in our routines, our obligations, and the pressures of the world. But these videos invite us to pause, to reflect on the beauty of friendship, and to appreciate the connections we have, both with animals and with each other. They encourage us to be open to new relationships, to step outside our comfort zones, and to embrace the unexpected. So the next time you find yourself scrolling through social media and stumble upon a video of a dog, a cat, a bird, and a mouse sharing a moment of pure joy, take a moment to soak it all in. Let it remind you of the power of friendship, the importance of acceptance, and the beauty of connection. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, these heartwarming stories serve as a beacon of hope, a reminder that love knows no boundaries. In conclusion, the friendships between dogs, cats, birds, and mice are more than just cute videos that make us smile. They are powerful examples of love, acceptance, and the beauty of connection. They challenge us to rethink our perceptions, to embrace diversity, and to celebrate the unique bonds that can form in the most unexpected ways. So, let's take a page from their book and strive to cultivate friendships in our own lives. Friendships that transcend differences, that bring joy and laughter, and that remind us of the incredible power of connection. After all, in the grand tapestry of life, it's these connections that make the journey all the more meaningful.